Hey, Dr. Mason here with a few quick notes here on the end of the road in our History 202-02 course. As we kind of finish things out, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page with what we've got left, when things are due, what we got to do. So let's start with next week. Tuesday, we will meet for class. We'll be talking about the Vietnam War. If you want to do HTA 13 for extra credit, it's due before the start of class. If you turn it in after the start of class, I will not consider it for credit, so don't bother trying to waste your breath or my time asking. As we kind of finish that out, that'll be your last opportunity for that extra credit, so make sure that you're getting that in if you want to. Thursday of next week, we're not going to meet for class, but any late work you want considered as a part of your final grade is due before our regular class time at 10:30 on Thursday. So if you have things you're hoping to get done, even for partial credit, make sure that you're turning them in before the time class is supposed to meet next Thursday at 10:30. If you turn stuff in after that, I'm not going to grade it. I won't even look at it, to be honest. I'll just put in a 0, and we'll move on with our lives. If you email me and you're confused about it, I will direct you back to this video or probably just laugh at you because you clearly have no idea what's going on. All right, so the other thing we have in this class once we get through next week is our project, which is due at our final exam time, which is Monday, May 3rd at 8 a.m. It's going to be a little bit early for us compared to our normal class meeting time, but make sure that you're aware that your project is due before we meet on Monday, May 3rd at 8 o'clock a.m. As you turn that in, that'll look different depending on what you're doing. If you are doing like a PowerPoint, make sure that you are recording yourself giving the presentation, unless you have some kind of other prior approval from me because you're doing something a little bit different. If you just turn in a PowerPoint and that's your plan for the project without actually presenting it, you're going to get a really bad grade, I can promise you, as I'm the person that's going to be grading them. So as you finish that out, make sure that you're reaching out with any questions. I've asked you repeatedly since, over the last 15 weeks, if you have questions on this project, and many of you are just now, despite all of my pleading and advice and whatever else, just now thinking about getting started. So, if you got questions, I guess reach out. But if I'm going to prioritize that over other stuff I got going on, you're misguided. Make sure that as we're finishing out the course here, we're paying attention to these deadlines. So again, if you want to do that HTA 13 for extra credit, due next Tuesday before the start of class. We will meet and talk about the Vietnam War on Tuesday. Next Thursday, we're not meeting for class, but any late work is due by 10:30 a.m. And then our project is due Monday, May 3rd, 8 a.m. When we meet for the final exam time. That day, when we have our final exam, if you're doing a poster board or you have some other things that are easy to bring in, feel free to bring those to help with your presentation. If you are going to be doing a video or a podcast or something like that, make sure you have your laptop or whatever you need to show that to other people. You're not going to necessarily have to get up in front of the class and present everything, but you will need to be communicating what you worked on to other people and why, so make sure you're ready for that. Otherwise, if you got questions, make sure you're reaching out. I appreciate the hard work most of you have put in the course so far. I look forward to the great things you're going to do over the next couple of weeks. Good luck finishing things out in the best way possible.